They had the field goal last time.
Look at beaten by love.
I agree with you totally. No one and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game.
Damn, I'm gonna invite you to the party to see the I said this right.
And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
I'm currently 6. Michael?
On play action,
come in.
Going deep for Eifert.
No, you don't.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near
If I
the
lose, I don't have a
32.
line. If me and Chiefs lose, the Broncos win. If the Broncos lose, then he'll win. He needs 5 scenarios. He's not making the
interceptions last week. We talked about it all week.
I have a few more.
Another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I see him play all his games and he's like 2
Flush to his right. Here's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance. What they're doing, I think the converse is true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency.
If the 6th loss team makes it to the playoffs, I'm leaving the AFC.
Time to change things.
Literally, that's not bad. They make the playoffs all the time.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
8 and 18
It is double coverage and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Yeah.
A CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He should have thrown that ball. Remember, 2nd year, as you know, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
no, we're doing
and turn it into
don't care.
positives moving forward.
No, you just don't care. I got more than 2%.
Sorry, Jim.
Yeah,
eluding the pressure right.
You just never bring it back. You need to bring it back
incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an
I'm still off on
but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up.
Yeah, they don't talk shit in my face. The fuck?
He wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
We should be racing that on Monday, boys.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Right there.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive.
Let me tell you what it is about cereal, boy. That always crazy, man.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before
we can't be eating like this every man. I ain't gonna lie.
And the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Crazy.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7. Our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
What she does not want to think is that we be prepared to win, which I'm not really to the States. Nigga, I can call my name to not answer. They have a sprint car lead.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen, and Diggs has it. And all the way down inside the 5-4. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Remember that game we used to have with the sprint car? Oh, yeah. That's a sprint car.
They'll try and run for it on
they
first
told
and goal.
Somebody, that league you there, them dudes told me if I wanted, I was listening, y'all do no dirt in here, because that's what I was. If you do dirt, we do dirt on sprint cars. I got that game, but I don't like they don't. I don't like how they don't have late models. He said,
it's good to make it 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Singletary to get the drive started. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Josh Bynes coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Or I try to get a touchdown. All right, fuck it. I mean, I'm dotting them up.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Crazy.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Griffin. Got a man. It's Brown. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables.
So whoever's talking on the phone, Mike, you need to turn it down, sir.
Weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said?
No,
competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
It hurts my ears.
The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
I'm going to try hard.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
That should have been a pick. Xavier Howard, I traded for you. You should have got that.
And it brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making
nowhere to escape, and he
Rudy,
goes
start
down.
losing, please.
Jerry Hughes, he's the
Rudy,
one to get it.
lose out, man. You want a good pick, right?
7 for him on the year. Now after that sack,
nobody's watching my stream
for
anymore.
Jackson
I see
and
how
the
it is.
Ravens.
Oh, okay.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
I literally hear it. It's not me.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Fuck you.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Calais Campbell on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lorenzo Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland, and it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Naeem Hines with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Which one is it? Oh, fuck. He just got a kick return on me. No, he didn't. Fuck you. George Morgan got you.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now it's Jackson. And it is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Singletary again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. On third down, Allen. And that's complete to Croft. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From just shy of midfield, Allen buying time to his left. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. Jackson being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
What's this man doing?
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Hyde. Nice job bringing that one back. 14
that was,
on the return.
And the
Bills will
crazy.
take over the football with a 1st and 10. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there.
Okay.
You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
I turned off
now
audio.
If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it
what
together
was suggested,
sir. Look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
It was suggested.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I didn't know it was going to go for a touchdown. The hell?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Shut up. You want to score on everybody. Shut the fuck up.
And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout quarters 2, 3, and 4,
ran the ball
a lot of games in this
an
league.
entire drive.
And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Also, I need to run the score up because what if it comes down to record, and then what if somebody has the same record as me, and I need more points? You feel me? Like, yeah, I'm playing through the playoffs. Playing through the playoffs, sir. But I am. Okay. Exactly. If somebody is 7-6. Okay. You literally have the same record as me. You're about to lose this week, so. I am. The Buccaneers.